Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Definitely appreciate taking some time out of your day to pay me a visit. We are down at a new spot on the Fox River here. We are at Sawiki Park down in Oswego. We just drove about an hour and 10, hour and 15, I think is what it took me to get down here. This water looks absolutely prime. There I was looking at Google Maps a little bit last night to try to figure out which access point I want to use. Which, if you guys aren't familiar with the fabulous Fox Water Trail, they've got a website and it's a really great resource. They have all public access points, and they've got this little sign here at this Sawiki Park. This is not the furthest south I've ever tried. Years ago, I took my old bass tracker down here to Silver Springs State Park. Terrible decision. I absolutely destroyed my prop on that trip. Didn't catch anything, but it was fun to try that. That's got a really nice boat ramp. This is a really nice boat ramp here too. I'm very anxious to try this out, but unfortunately, the weather forecast this entire year have just been absolute garbage. The forecast was literally changing every time I was checking it last night. It would go from cloudy to rain, and right before bed it was cloudy. And I didn't check it this morning before I left, and I probably should have. We've got a pretty big storm coming right now. It's, I think, just a little bit before 7, and it's supposed to rain until about 9. I don't mind rain. I don't mind fishing in the rain, but when there's yellow and red in there, not a fan of it, especially having a power pole on your boat. So I'm going to probably go find a place to get some breakfast and I guess just hang out for an hour or two, because especially with that kind of heavy rain, I can't use the cameras. So we'll go bide our time, and hopefully this rain will move out of here pretty quickly, and then we'll come back and try this all out, because between that grass field that we have out there and all these islands, and there's a bridge up there, this looks like there's a lot of really good, and those rocks over there, man, that looks just great. Looks like there should be some really good fish in here. So we'll be back. This is just crazy. Just seeing, if we were like 10 minutes south, we'd be getting soaked right now. Well, I don't know, maybe that's 20 or 30 minutes south, but we got that coming. That's why I'm not launching the kayak right now. And just seeing how that's growing and dissipating, you really don't know. But that's definitely going to hit us over there. That's what I don't want to be stuck out of my kayak when that hits. And that's actually a really big storm. I hope that blows through pretty quick. We're gonna go grab my jig rod. I decided to make a few casts until the rain actually starts. I do want to go get breakfast and just waste some time. I don't want to call it quits. We'll at least wait out an hour or two to see how that storm's holding up. But yeah, I just want to make a few casts while I'm here. Not really hungry yet, and then I'll go, once the rain starts, then we'll go figure out something to kill some time. we got our first Oswego fish. You're not much of a fish, but you got a nice little belly. All right, thanks. That guy got rid of my last claw. It's pretty sure this is a 1/4 ounce bitsy bug. I haven't tied this one on. Or I guess I should say, yeah, that's definitely a 1/4 ounce because that's a bitsy bug flip. You can tell that that's the higher quality hook on this one, and I only have those in 1/4 ounce. All right, well, let's go get another chigger craw. Normally have a 3-inch chigger craw on this, so again, 1/4 ounce green pumpkin candy bitsy bug with a 3-inch chigger craw and green pumpkin. Okay, all right, well, we're just waiting out here. Again, waiting for this storm to, I guess, hit us, and then we'll go wait it out. One thing I must say that is noticeably different about this part of the Fox River, and when I was down at Silver Springs all those years ago, I remember making the same observation. The rocks in the river are a lot chunkier down here. Up by me, it's much finer gravel. Makes for wading a little bit more spicy. Almost rolled an ankle a few times. All right, folks, it's a little after 9. This weather is so weird. It rained while I was getting breakfast. Not nearly the torrential downpour that radar had me believing it would be. And it seems like it might be dissipating. But either way, I kind of got tired of waiting. So we're going to go out fish. And hopefully this rain stays fairly light. So I don't have to put the cameras away. It's kind of, I would call drizzling right now. So yeah, we're gonna work our way upstream, see how far we can go, and fish along the way, fish our way back down. Don't really quite know what this is gonna hold in store for me. I guess my main concern is to make sure that I find a deep enough channel that I can actually use my pedal drive, and this current's not going to be too strong. 'Cause right here near the launch, it's stronger than I like, and I don't know. With these islands, it's going to be making shoots, so you just don't know. We'll see what happens. But hopefully we'll have a good day here. It's all a part of trying new water, though. All right, well, we're at least deep enough to be able to use our pedal drive. All right. Ooh, there we go. First cast. Technically, I guess not our first cast since we that's a decent looking fish. It's actually a really nice looking fish. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably a nice 15 or 16 inch fish. Got that on a Whopper Plopper 60 and a Fire Tiger pattern that I paint. Thanks, buddy. See you later. There we go. That feels like a good fish. Oh, that is a good fish. I guess we're gonna power pull down for this one. Oh yeah, that's a very good fish. That's another probably 16 or 17 inch fish. All right, thanks, buddy. See you later. This weather is absolutely perfect. This little bit of drizzle is just fine in my book. I'm not too worried about the cameras getting a little wet from this. Perfect topwater conditions. So I did swap out that Whopper Plopper. That Whopper Plopper was just twisting up my line really bad. So I switched over to a popper and a blue gizzard shad pattern that I paint. So, all right, let's, I guess, get ourselves turned back around and see what else we can find. All right, we are going to have to put away one of these cameras. I think we're going to put the Chust GoPro away and have my old GoPro be the sacrificial camera. Yeah. This rain just cannot make up its mind. Put the cameras away for 5 minutes, have them out for 5 minutes. It's crazy. Ooh, something rose on that. There's something nice in there. I gotta go downstream. So this is a good example of why I always fish upstream to downstream. I was above that, and with that current, it was just unnaturally swinging. So those fish were rising and miscalculating based on the current. fish. Whoop. Okay, buddy. Small little healthy looking guy. See you later. I came on a 1/4 ounce swim jig that I made in a fire tiger pattern with a 3.3 inch Kitech in, I think that's called electric shad. Well, I hope I'm not going to jinx it by saying that I hope the weather has finally moved on. But it's not raining. And that was cool. We just saw something kind of work its way up through that little wing dam. This is a really shallow stretch. I have barely been able to use this pedal drive. I've been just kind of waiting and dragging this kayak along with me. I'm hoping that once we're kind of past this riffle stretch, it gets a little deeper and we can actually work our way up to the bridge and some more water. I feel like we've barely made it anyway. I mean, the ramp is probably back there, maybe, I don't know, maybe a half a mile. Not far at all. That's a fish. I was saying, man, I was about to move on, but there's got to be a few more fish in that spot. Just looks too good. Looks like a heron took a swing and a miss on that guy. Wow, that guy healed up rather nicely. All right, buddy. That one came on a 1/4 ounce bitsy bug. Again, the candy craw with a 3-inch trigger craw and green pumpkin. That's a fish. Is that a walleye? No, that's a pike? No, that is a walleye. Alright. Man, I haven't caught a walleye in a long time. Pretty sure this might be a sauger. Yeah, that looks like a sauger. It does not have glassy eyes. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe 15 inches, maybe 16. Bon voyage. That one came on the Fire Tiger swim jig. Well, I'm going to have an incomplete map, I guess, for this one. I thought I had started my Navionics. And maybe I did. Maybe it crashed on me. I'm not exactly sure, but I was curious. I really wanted to make sure I used my Navionics app here to just see how far upstream I went. Alright, well, it's 1:30. We launched there. We've made it up here. Want to make it up to that bridge up there. It looks like it gets really shallow up there. I'm hoping I can find a channel to use the pedal drive because this current is just, it's fast enough where I just can't hand paddle it sustained. Pedaling it is a challenge in itself, but at least make progress. So, all right, we'll see what we do. We still got plenty of time in the day. Just a matter of my endurance, I guess. Oh boy. Okay. Guess we're gonna get out and walk again. I just can't tell where the main channel should be. It just all looks about 1 to 2 feet deep, this entire stretch here. I just would have thought that there would have been some kind of defined channel going through here. I just need 1.5 feet of water for this pedal drive, and I ain't got it. Well, you know what? We got another little blob of storms coming. I really rather not get wet again, and I do not feel like just wading my way up through a bridge that may or may not actually have anything decent. So I've got pretty much those 2 points that I want to hit on the way back, and we'll do that, and then we'll call it a day. I think I've concluded this is really a spot that you need to float. Trying to work your way up is, it might be doable. You know, if the water was up maybe another 1/2 foot, I'd say it would be pretty good, probably manageable. But as it is right now, it's just not. That's a fish. Oh, that was a fish. I feel like I've been getting a little bit of bites, but just nothing solid. All right, well, I did get hung up on that guy's boat ramp, but this is actually a very nice little piece of stretch. It's about 3 feet deep here, where again the other side we were finding like 1.5 feet to 2 feet. So depth is always relative on a river. So this should be a really good spot, especially because the current is not nearly as fast as it is on the other side. So I think I will suffer through that rainstorm that's going to be coming down here and really spend my time fishing this. Okay, we gotta go. Well, that's the end of the deep water here. We're gonna work our way back up. Kind of wishful thinking throwing this top water. I think we're gonna focus on the jig. That's a fish. That guy doesn't feel like, I don't know what it feels like. Guess that's a nice little medium-sized fish. That is a fat fish, holy cow. Okay, thanks, buddy. That came on the Bitsy bug. All right, well, we need to get ourselves turned around before we get into that shallow water. All right, well, we've saturated this spot pretty good. We are gonna go ahead and keep heading on back towards the ramp and try to hit those 2 spots that we had luck on this morning. fish. Okay, buddy. All right, well, little scrappy guy. Thanks. We're pretty much exclusively throwing the bitsy bug at this point. We did lose the quarter ounce, so I switched over to a 3/16, which to me is just a better option. This is straight green pumpkin as well. 3/16 just feels like a better weight. It skates along the bottom a little bit more, whereas a quarter ounce, you gotta kind of manipulate it a little bit. But all right, let's get ourselves turned back around here and hopefully find another fish. Ooh, that looks like a good fish. Okay. Well, he is not nearly as good as I thought he was, but man, that was an aggressive hit. These fish are all fat down here, I tell you. That's wild. This is such a small little, like, point with deeper water. It's about 3 feet to 2.5 feet here. But if I use my power pole and get whipped around, it is a pain in the butt to try to get myself turned back around, because the turning radius on this gnar is just so wide, and the spot's just too small to use the pedal drive. Fish. I think that's the smallest one yet. Thanks, buddy. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us today. I think I've got a leak in this kayak. Last time I was at the Lake Atwood, I had a lot of standing water in here, and I ended up with a lot of, probably 4 gallons of water in the actual hull of this, which I was thinking was maybe just rain, because I had left it out through a few heavy downpours, and these hatches are nice, but they're not like weather stripped. But I mean, even with the rain today, I don't really know how to describe it other than this kayak just feels to get more unstable as the day goes by, and you'll notice that there's a lot more water by the end of the day. So I got to go do like a water check on this thing, because this thing is, it's not even a year old, and if it's already got a leak, definitely going to take advantage of that warranty. But anyway, always fun checking out new places. I might not necessarily prioritize coming back to this stretch. This is the great thing. Well, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I haven't really personally decided yet. One of the things I like fishing in a boat, you have a lot of mobility. You can go, miles upriver if you want to. With a kayak, especially not doing a float trip, you are very limited with how far upstream you can go. So I guess we've really kind of barely scratched the surface of this area. I'll be curious to see how many, if we even win a mile. Very curious to see that. But anyway, fun trying out new spot, catching some fish, having a good time. So we'll see you all next time. Thanks for sticking with me.